Hi guys. Hopefully you're doing well. That was an okay loop of Friday night from Yakuza 0. I don't know why they chose I don't know. I feel like there's a better place to loop, but anyway, I'm going to play a little bit of the demo of Super 10 Pin. I might do more, I might not. We might do some Night Rain later. I don't know. Life is pain, and we're just trying to not die from it. I don't know. I'm actually really tired. I want to take a nap, so I might do Super 10 Pin, take a nap, and if we play games later, we play games later, and if not, maybe I'll play on my own. But anyway, let me push the correct sequence of buttons that synthesizes a game on my screen. And we'll check out Super 10 Pin here. I don't know. I have like 4 days in a row. I was like, oh, I'm tired today. I should go to bed early. And like 4 days in a row, I was up until like 2 a.m. and then got up at 6 a.m. for work. It was like, ooh. Is this a controller game? It appears not to be. I can open the Steam over. Oh, there we go. I could open the Steam overlay with it, so it must be at least detecting it. Frame limit 30. Very interesting. Oh, there we go. It's funny that even if you turn it all off, bowl. Super 10 Pin. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Bowl lore? Oh, I see. It goes back. Tutorial lane. Start bowling. Stage T1. I'm guessing tutorial 1. Oh, what's going on, Haley? I have bowled in my past. For sure. Try getting a new angle on the situation. Oh, I gotta rotate. Ooh. Once you're happy with the position of your launcher, press space or A to start selecting the power and spin of your throw. A and D or L will change how hard you throw the ball. Stronger throws will be harder to control. The spin meter speed is determined by the launch speed you set. The amount of spin you have determines how much you can control the ball after throwing. Oh. Press space or A when you're ready to start the spin meter. Remember, press space again to stop it. You didn't stop the spin meter in time and your shot reset. Oh, shit. What's going on, Flaccid? It's like a Yakuza side game of Balatro legs? Yeah, exactly. Here's where your score is tallied up. A game of Super 10 Pin consists of 5 frames with a maximum possible score of 180. Now let's try using a different ball. Press tab or Y to cycle through your loadout. Each ball will have its own characteristics and abilities. Heavy ball, ability none. Standard heavy, okay. This will show you the name of the ball, its ability, and the number you have left. Press 3 space or A and the ball is rolling. To 1, activate the ability. Roll your ball through these to add a new ball to the lineup. Oh, shit. If your ball gets stuck, you can hold R or Y to reset. Beware, this will cause 3 screws. This will cause 3 throws. This will cause this throw. Why are there 3 and a 1 in the corner? What does that mean? It's the pins I have left. It's behind it. I understand. This will cause this throw score to be 0. There are many surprises left to discover in Super Tempe. Make sure you experiment and have fun. Finish the game to complete the tutorial.
Speedball.
Oh, I didn't have enough. I got a speedball though.
Speedball.
Oh, wait a second. When is the horror aspect? Oh, it's been here this whole time. All right, I guess there's to stop. I should stop going for the thing and actually play.
Speedball.
Ugh. So close. It's very vibey in this game. I should play Bowl Outro next. Wow. Wow, okay.
Speedball.
Shit. I'm actually playing terribly, much like real life. Is that the pin that was in the corner there? I think it was.
Speedball.
Oh, fuck. Ah, I still got it.
Spare.
Spare. Strike. What do you mean cheating? If it comes out, that's valid. No?
Strike.
Previous best 0. Current best 44. I got a bronze. Wow. I'll go off the lane. It'll show you a picture of your apartment. What is that supposed to mean? What? New world unlocked. Palmorevs? Wait, what does it say? Palmoreus? Palmoreus? No idea. New skin unlocked. Lightning wave. Haze. New skin unlocked. Strawberry summer. I can't read that font. Gotta check out my new bowling ball skin. Citrus Strike, Lightning Haze. Oh. Palmorius, yeah, I guess.
Palmorius.
Lane 1, Garden Spring. Oh my god, does it have a turn in it? Oh. What are you doing, buddy? Can I come here? No, you're gonna sit there and meow at me? Okay. Oh shit. Well, off to a good start. It's gonna be. Yeah, don't sign me up for the flesh bowling ball experience, please. Ah, too much again. Shit. It looks like it's gonna end, and I fucking restart. I don't want to go as fast. Ernie. Come here, buddy. I wish I could show you what's going on. The cat literally sits like 2 arms length away and meows at me. And I go to put my hand out and he'll like sniff it and not come closer to me. I'll pet him on the head and he'll not come closer to me. He walked away. All right, he's done. He just wanted to get my attention. Oh, he's back. Ernie, you want to sit in my lap, buddy? Oh, fucker, I ran out of space. Come here, Ernie. I got Ernie on my lap now. Lay down. Get on me, dog. Lay down, buddy. You just lay down. That's all. Oh my god, is that supposed to be? Is that a bounce pad? Is that what's going on here? Oh, it is. Gotta unplug the keyboard. Do not eat that. Do not eat those wires. I swear, all he wants to do is eat the fucking wires. Stop it. I'm gonna give you back. I'm gonna return you. Is what still a block? Stop. Oh. I mean, it depends on the context you're using it in. No. It depends on how you spell it, too. That definitely is contextual. Ernie. Ernie. Stop. I swear. He's fucking... Stop it, Ernie. He's biting the wire. Like, very gingerly. Just because he wants me to know that he's biting it. And I'll go put my hand in front of it so he can't... Alright, can we stop saying it if we're not going to use it in some actual context? Yes. It can be considered a bad word depending on how you use it. He nibbles on the cable. And then... I put my hand in front of it so he stops. And then he just waits and does it again. What's the context? It's a racial slur against African Americans if it's used that way. Otherwise, it could be describing something that honks. It depends on how you use it. Got to put the coating they put on the Switch cards? Yeah. I got to get the bitterant. Oh, I did it again. I keep falling for that. But yes, it can be used that way, and thus, I would say, unless there's a good reason to use it, maybe we don't need to. Because every time you put it in chat, I have to say yes or no, whether it's approved or not. I'm not fucking doing that, dude.
Spare.
I can barely see because the cat's standing in my way. Ernie. That one pin. Ernie, stop it. Ernie. Ernie, stop it. Come on, buddy. You can sit on my lap if you want, but please. He's trying to crawl under my monitor to get to the rest of my desk. But I can tell you, that's going to result in my monitor tipping over. All my monitors tipping over, and my camera, and probably breaking. Because it's happened before. I have too many monitors and too heavy monitors on this stand, so it's not entirely stable. Last time it happened, thankfully I caught it, but it was just still like, oh, whoa, I can start up in the air? What? I want to try and get that pin up there, the ball up there, but... You're lurking because you're eating? Nice. I had some pizza. He's here. He's in my lap now. You gonna lay down, buddy? You gonna lay down? Hmm? Just lay down, Ernie. Just lay down. Let me use the controller. You can lay down. Buddy. I'm tired. There you go. Lay down. Lay down. Come on. There you go, baby. No more, okay? I don't know. Thank you for the sub, Zaka. Bomb ball? But I missed. Oh, that was the last one of the thing too, so I fucking... I didn't fucking get to use it because it's the last ball. Oh, what did I get? 35. Okay, I didn't even get bronze. Good. Very good. missed again. Fuck. Ability explode. I gotta use the ability. What was that? Oh, is it a hype train? Why is there a hype train? Oh, we're level 1 hype train. Thank you. I didn't realize it only took 1 sub to do a hype train. Unless maybe somebody else subbed and just didn't make it public. Well, thank you either way. I thought it was funny the day when we were doing the Shape of Dreams. We had a hype train. It was like 6 Seneca subs and like 1 sub for me. And that was the hype train. Strike! No, please don't feel like you have to give something. Like I said, I appreciate all the subs and gifts, but I don't want people to feel like they're obligated to do that. Same way I feel about ads. I feel like I'm just advertising me, and I don't want to contribute to the chaos which is a life of ads. So I had it open on my computer. I unfortunately closed it out by mistake, but I saw an article today about in China, it was a public restroom that had toilet paper that you had to watch, and you had to scan a QR code and watch an ad on your phone to get like 8 inches of toilet paper. Can you imagine you're sitting there, your fucking, beef bowls like acting up, and you just got stuff streaming out of you, and you need fucking toilet paper, and you gotta like watch an ad to get toilet paper to put on your ass? Goodbye, Ernie. Ernie didn't like the toilet paper talk. That's fucked up. You would just not wipe, yeah. If you can't get it done with 8 inches, you're hopeless. Listen, accidents happen, emergencies happen, dude. What if, like I said, your lunch is acting up on you, and you got like the tar shits or something, The La Brea tar shits. It could happen to anyone. How much is 8 inches? What? An inch is like 3 centimeters ish, very loosely. So 24 centimeters. Let's see. What is 8 inches in centimeters? 20.32 centimeters. I've never had to convert a length that short. Got it. Come on, pins. No. What did I just say? 20 something? What's 8 inches in centimeters? 20.32 centimeters. 20 centimeters. Did I guess 75 earlier? I didn't do that, no. Yeah, I mean, I do 3 centimeters to an inch as a really rough guess. I didn't say 75, no, because I would have said 8. I said 24, because I said 8 times 3. So I was only off by about an inch in the estimate. Oh, fuck. I fell for it again. Did I say 75? Get the clip out. 35 again. Oh no, I got 50 this time. Okay. I could do better than this. Hype train completed at level 1. 31%. Your community contributed a total of 1 gift sub and 0 bits. Okay. Low bar to set for hype trains these days, I guess. I definitely did not say 100. There we go, off to a good start.
Strike.
I said 8 inches is small. Well, that's all relative. I mean, I would say 8 inches is small compared to a mile. Or I don't know what they use in imperial kilometers. It cuts off after I say it. You can't go back any further. Oh, well. I guess that means I said 24, like I said, because I did 8 times 3 in my head, because I guesstimated 3 centimeters to an inch, which was close enough for the kind of math we're doing here. It's all relative. No. There's another strike.
Strike.
Oh, I fucked up my strike. All right. We can do it. I was getting my oil changed today, and the guy was talking about they're releasing, allegedly, a split window Corvette this year, inspired by the 1964 Corvette split window. Again, allegedly. I don't know if he saw like an AI ad for it or if he saw a real thing, but really interesting. My dad had a non-split window 64, I believe. Got him. Focus on bowling? Wow, okay.
Spare.
I see how it is. I haven't tried Dad's project car. It wasn't really this one. The one he had last wasn't really a project car, or I guess has right now. Well, it kind of is, but the one he had previously, he likes to just list it on the cars on Facebook, like Marketplace, and like just see what people are asking for. And somebody gave him a good deal, and and he was like, "All right, cool," and he sold it. So like the purple one that I had shown on stream got sold. He has a black car now that where the shifter connects to the transmission broke, and so he had to order a bunch of parts and have it towed. But it's an old car. Shit like that happens, You just have to get like a bolt extractor set to remove parts of it and all that, but I think he got it all out. He's waiting for parts last I talked.
Spare.
Spare. Oh, you couldn't have just hit it a little harder. $64. Just like, go kill again. Fuck off, dude. I gotta do better than 70. I can do better than 70, no? They gave me the failure music because I suck so much. Nice. I don't have the heavy ball. I can jump and get the bomb ball, but every time I do that, I either miss it or miss the pins. I mean, this is stage 1, so if you got stuck on stage 1, then... Try not missing. That has been the goal so far. No, you're shitting me. Missed that one. Try another. Try aiming so that the ball hits the pins. Yes, that has been what I've been trying to do. What I'm trying to do and what I succeed in doing are obviously not linked in any discernible way. Just aim the bowling ball at legs. Try and succeed. Alright, Alright, chat, can I lock in and get the last strike? $139. That's gold. New record. Next lane. Lane 02 or D2? Do I gotta go on the walls? Can I start in the gutter? Alright, so it like gravities you on the wall, so you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about speed per se. Let's go on Snivel. What happens if I try and just go right to the center? Oh, you just can, okay. Oh, they're the balls underneath. Does it take away your control after you pass that red line? That might be part of the reason why I'm having some issues too. It does. That's good to know. What does the bounce ball do? Ah. Great. Night. Jump. What's the difference between the knight and the bounce ball then? I don't play AI hentai slop, unfortunately. What's going on where? I haven't played Grand Theft Auto Gay Tony either. I don't remember what game he says that in. That's 3? 4? 4. Alright, we're doing less good on this map. suppose it's to be expected, though. You gotta read other people's chat messages. Somebody asked me to play one of those games, and I declined. I can't play it. I can't play that stuff on Twitch. No, I don't even want to play it. Why would I play it if I don't want to play it? One pin. Chat told me to, guys. I gotta play it now. Wow, okay, that did nothing. Where does Persona 5 weigh in on this, Wazaga? Are you equating Persona 5 to drawn comics for adults? Dumbass question. Oh, come on. Alright, that's a bronze. It would be nice to get at least silver. Bowl a perfect game, and at that point you've drank enough to gift 50 subs. I don't want you to waste your money, but thank you. You can gift 50 subs even if there's not 50 people in chat. They'll just start going to randos. Why doesn't like go to recently watched, like, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I guess September lets you sub for multiple months at a certain rate. Is that true?
Spare.
Spare. It like bounced over it, really? Am I enjoying the game? That's interesting. I not sure if the power-ups are as useful as I thought they'd be, but yeah.
Spare.
Drunk. I gotta hit the button.
Strike.
Nice.
Strike.
Heavy balls carry more pins even if the throw is slow. And yeah. That has been the goal. No. $144, I'll take it. I thought it said adequate at the top. It says aqueduct. I was gonna be like, adequate? What the hell? Okay. Adequate bowler. New world unlocked. Viridis. Square sunset. Spare sunset. Royal roller. Oh. Super 10 pin. Viridis. I got 6 out of 6 on that one. Nice. But no stars.
Viridis.
Looks like there's a pillar in the way. Under a watchful gaze. Your college coach forced you to get a 15-pound bowling ball even though you're just a little guy. Shit. All right, I just gotta figure out the courses. That's the way this works. Oh, come on. There we go. Now we got strikes flowing. I say after one strike.
Strike.
Rip. You're making me in Zoe. I don't know what that is. It feels like an attempt to make me say something so you can say in Zoe these nuts or something. 56. All right, I got bronze. It's like Sims, but Unreal. Gotcha. I'm just gonna go ahead and start over. Add in a minute. No, too much. Let's go on top. Why would you say that? That's just a weird thing to say, dude. Missed it again. Nice. Yeah, Zop's doing some metal detecting tonight, so if you're interested in that, you can follow him after my show. You can make sure you follow him. The fucking notification came up on my phone, Zot, and I looked away from the stream. What's going on, buddy?
Hey.
I'm live.
I can tell. I can't look at your stream. Well, maybe I can look at your stream while on my phone. Okay, yeah, I can. There we go. Great thought. How would you like it if I called you a fucko? I would have no problem with this. You think someone, like in a car accident, called someone a fucko? You know?
Oh, undoubtedly.
Like they're like they're stammering. You fucko.
Oh, 100%, dude. There's no way. There's no way that hasn't happened.
You could say something worse though. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like They didn't go to the deeper of the lexicon.
Yeah. That's like the monkey typewriter thing. It's gonna happen. You have a million people being dumbasses on the road.
You fucko, you hit my car!
Someone trying to say you fucker and bucko at the same time. You fucko.
Zach, can I say you're my biological father? No, I disown you.
Well, wait. Wouldn't disowning imply that they are?
No, I disown all genetics, actually, included. I changed my DNA just now. I use CRISPR to make it so I'd just be genetically different than my offspring.
Wait, that one pin is leaning against another pin. What does that count as? Okay. Apparently a 9.
Here, when are we going bowling golfing?
Next time we're together and remember to do it. That's the hard part. Is like, I don't know, you come over and visit and like...
No, you gotta fly your ass here. We can't do it out there. It's not,
what do you mean?
We're going to Denver. We're gonna get carrion.
Why are we going to weird ass places?
What's wrong with Denver?
There's nothing there.
What do you mean there's nothing there?
There's weed there, that's it.
There's weed where you are. What are you talking about?
So then why are we going to Denver?
What? We got mountains. You don't have mountains.
What do you mean we have mountains?
Poconos don't count.
Adirondack Mountains? The Poconos? There's a ton of mountains in New York. Bear Mountain? You ever been to Bear Mountain?
Nah. Is it full of bears?
No. There are some, but it's not full of bears.
It's just completely infested. Like, it's like one of those areas in Fallout that's like full of death claws everywhere, but it's just bears. Yeah.
No, there's a there was a zoo there. I don't know if there still is when I was younger. And there's a lake.
Did the zoo have bears?
I think it did, yeah.
That's kind of fucked up. Having a zoo where animals exist normally, and then they just have those animals in enclosure, and it's like, fuck.
Well, I mean, it could be a rehabilitation thing. I don't know. I was like 6 last time I was there, so.
The bear rehab. Get them off that salmon roe addiction.
Or, you know, if they got injured, maybe nursing them back to health, but sure.
Not the drug use, of course. There is a film about drug use in bears.
Yes.
Weirdly enough.
Yes, I have seen, not seen the movie, but heard of that.
Cocaine Bear? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Cocaine Bear?
Yep.
I think they made a cocaine shark. Pablo Escobar shark. It doesn't actually do cocaine.
So, Bear
Pablo
Mountain.
Esco shark? No.
So there's this big lake here, and you can walk around the lake, but somewhere there is right here. Tunnel to, yeah, right here. It's Bear Mountain Zoo.
Pablo had hippos? Hold up. You're telling me Pablo didn't have sharks, but he had hippos?
Hey, look. Bear exhibit at the zoo, dude.
It's the bears in New York are like those tiny black bears that are like completely harmless.
No, not all of them. Yeah, dude, I was upstate with my ex one time, and this ginormous fucking bear ran across the road right in front of us.
Ain't no like grizzly though.
No, but it's still fucking big, dude. I mean, any bear's big when they're fucking
like a small, like a normal black bear, or like a wildcat, like a puma.
Oh damn! I think the bear, because I don't think I'd be able to be fast enough to defend myself against the cat. Whereas I think I could get some.
Straight for the neck.
I think I get some good hits in on a bear before it kills me.
I don't know.
Dude, you've asked me to pick between two evils. Like,
Bailey, which would you rather fight, the black bear or the puma? If it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. Is that what you're saying to me?
But
what color is the puma?
That doesn't talk. No, that's for the bears.
I'm talking about the puma versus the bear, though, Bailey. Puma doesn't exist. You have cats in the house; they're basically there. Imagine fighting a 100-pound version of Apollo. That's true. Puma would just be immediately disinterested in you. Yeah. I think I'd fight the bear. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I get some good hits in on the bear before it kills me for sure.
I think could scare off the bear. Don't know if you could scare off a puma more reliably.
I'm just thinking you get a good kick in the bear, like right in his face or something before he gets you.
Remember that classic comedy short where a guy fights the bear and kicks him in the balls?
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah, that was like peak fucking comedy back in like 2002.
It's still pretty good nowadays. I mean,
It's funny. It looks great from the far away too, because you can't really like.
Yeah.
It looks like the bear is real, man. Looks like a real bear doing kung fu. Android did an update, man, and it's actually not that bad.
dude, Sony's just been pushing the stupidest fucking updates to my phone. I had a whole rant on it the other day.
Are you on about the Street Fighter Akuma or the Tekken Akuma? Those bears aren't real, and those also aren't black bears. If they were the bears that we're talking about, those, like Akuma in Tekken and or Street Fighter is like, well, the bear in Tekken is like either a panda or like a grizzly bear, like huge. And then Akuma from Street Fighter is a man.
No. New record, great. Real upstate, or yeah, Bear Mountain's real upstate. Look up the Bear Mountain Bridge. We went, actually, Zot, when we drove from Ithaca back here, we went down right past Bear Mountain.
Oh, did we know? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You remember the big roundabout when we were like less than an hour away from my parents, or no? Probably not, but
Probably not. I don't know.
there was a roundabout like half an hour, 45 minutes away from my parents, and one way was a bridge across the Hudson, and the other way was down towards my parents. That's where the Bear Mountain Bridge is, and where Bear Mountain, the mountain, is. Nice.
Bailey. It's time. No, I can't. I'm incapable of caring for cats. Did you know that? Here. My wife has a question for you.
What's up?
You could assume what the question is.
They're doing well. They're both, one sleeping on the couch, one sleeping on the saucer chair.
You're correct in your assumption of the question.
They either sleep during the stream or like are climbing all over me. One or the other. That's
Constantly annoying you. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no in between. He's on his phone, Mazaka. What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
He says your microphone sounds like garbage. He's on his phone.
It's on my phone.
Alright, this is going to be the one.
He resents you for doing that, Bailey. He resents you forever. Ever. Bailey picked up Apollo and then just lightly tossed him onto the chair, and then he just looked back at her with like utmost anger.
No, I missed them all. Did you? I guess maybe you don't really follow Yakuza that closely, do you?
What? Yakuza 3 Kwami?
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
I don't see why it would be on their website and then they wouldn't announce it.
The middle set of games are kind of botched when you have like sandwiched between two higher fidelity sets of games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I could see them doing a 3 Kiwami and maybe a 4 Kiwami eventually. But then 5 is the same engine as 0, more or less.
4 Kiwami.
Oh my
3
god.
Kiwami.
I got the funny number, but I needed 70. They're doing some summit next week sometime. It's like deep in the throes of night, which is weird because the last couple have been at a normal time for US, but now this one's not. And yeah, well, like I said, last couple have been at an okay time for the US, but not this one. I just don't remember if I'm doing something that day. I might be busy.
So go check on how charged my kit is.
You don't have it already charged, dude?
I leave it in my truck. You never know when you're gonna strike that you want to go metal back then. I have. See how many battery-based components do I have on this now? I have one battery that feeds the camera and the encoder. Battery that powers the cell unit. And then a battery that powers the viewfinder for the night vision camera. Battery for the infrared illuminator, which, by the way, lasts a while. And then battery for my headphones, earbuds, and metal detector. So yeah, I got a lot of shit I gotta charge. But they usually last about 3 or 4 streams.
Yeah.
Before I need to absolutely need a stream. One second. Are you winning, son?
I'm winning. Not really. I'm just as bad at virtual bowling as I am at real bowling.
Put up the barriers.
The bumpers, yeah.
Bump.
And little baby bumpers.
You ever played snooker?
No. I don't even know how to play.
Me and you should get into billiards.
I do all right at 9-ball.
Well, I suck ass completely.
I mean, by all right, I know how to play. I took billiards in college, dude. Have I told you that?
But why?
It was my last semester, and I needed another credit to be a full-time student to get housing and shit. And so I took a half credit of pool and a half credit of swimming in the actual pool. And then I also took scuba diving, and I had band and like one other thing, and that was it. I had to do it to be a full-time student.
Oh, you!
Hey, thank you.
Shut your mouth and look at my wine.
So yes, I took billiards, swimming, and diving or scuba diving in the same semester.
Pronounced however the way I say it, Wazaka. That's how I pronounced it.
Snooker.
Snooker.
Oh my god, I'm getting worse. It's like the people who say, what's the car manufacturer? Porsche versus Porsche.
Porsche. People who say Porsche.
I hate Porsche.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
It's so dumb.
That at the same time, I know some people that still pronounce like the full Chevrolet, and I'm like, why are you saying that? It's a Chevy. I mean, it's a town in Boston. It's spelled Worcester, but people call it Worcester.
Worcester. It's actually pronounced Worcester, yeah.
Fucked.
I know, it's dumb.
Spokane, Washington.
The old Spokane.
Spokane. That's what if you say that at like a bar in Spokane.
Oh, yeah.
People all
You get beat up.
Like, Jaguar. Finest British manufacturing. Jaguar. Your car will last 1 week before it fails. Jaguar.
I was watching someone and they pronounced oregano. And I don't know if that's a European thing or if he's just being a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. I've heard oregano.
What? It's oregano. Oregano my ass, dude. Or aubergine instead of eggplant. That one pin. Oregano. It's not that hard. When you peel it, it looks just like an egg, Wazaka. There's another strike. Another strike. A strike. Oh, I'm failing at bowling. I'm sure the point is to get power-ups, but I can't get the power-up and the pins.
Spare.
I've just been unable to sleep very well the last couple days.
What's that?
I don't know. Part of it is like I'll start trying to go to bed at a normal time and just get distracted and then go to bed late, so that's not helping. But
Melatonin.
melatonin?
You know what? My goal is I'm going to learn how to say goddamn in like every language.
Oh, weird. Okay.
You have like Godverdom, right?
Zaka, please. Why?
And what is the French version?
Of what?
Of goddamn.
Sacre bleu, no?
Sacre bleu! No, it's not that.
Nice.
Strike.
You see all the... Did we talk about the meta classes yesterday? I forget.
Oh yeah, the failure. And he's
Yeah.
like he's blaming the Wi-Fi. I'm like,
The,
yeah, okay.
the double failure?
Yeah.
All right,
I think
buddy.
there's one. I think in Gujarati it's Magavan shop. That's goddamn. You got French. I think it's. Actually, don't know what if they would just say God. You know, sometimes when you say God damn it, it's like other languages. It's not. You're not actually referencing God at all. You know.
Yeah.
More just like
The
Bon sang.
exclamation.
bon sang. Bon sang. Bon sang.
This one's hard because you don't have like good control of the ball at a certain point.
Maldita. Maldición. Damn.
You get demonetized.
Maldito. Bad. It just means like super bad. Like, cause mal, right? Mal. Bad.
But isn't Dito like small? Like isn't Ito like the tiny conjugator?
Maldito. Damn. Fucking. Cursed. Damned. Accursed. Darn. Maldición.
61.
You know there's another term I always find interesting is when people use the term oofda. Which I think is like Scandinavian. It's like skull. It's like Viking shit. Ufda, UFFDA, of Norwegian origin. Phrase brought to the United States by Scandinavian, specifically to the upper Midwest, New England, and Pacific Northwest. In Danish and Norwegian, oof, or oof, is a mild, polite vernacular interjection used when something is unpleasant. Oof! That's where oof comes from.
That's the Roblox oof. Oof.
No, that oof comes from a game that has like an angel in it.
No, I know.
And apparently, what's his face guy that's a big cut of asshole, I forget his name. Tallarico, whatever.
Oh,
yeah,
Tony Tallarico?
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Yeah,
Did he die?
into it. And so he's not dead!
Oh, I thought you said he died.
No, I just say he's like a dickhead.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. I thought you said he died.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay.
You might have heard me say it, but I didn't say that.
That is what I heard.
There's an Oofda airport in Wisconsin. Oofda Fest.
Isn't that a little bit of bad luck? Name your airport after a...
It's basically oopsie poopsie airport, right? Like...
Whoops airport.
Oofda Day Fall Festival. Minnesota.
Which way is gravity affecting these things?
I'm trying to get the gumption to put on pants.
Well, you can't go metal detecting without them.
Well, I'm wearing sweatpants right now. I'm not gonna metal detect them in my sweatpants.
I mean, I guess I go with no pants, but...
Do they make, like, clothing that's, like, inherently, like, insect repellent?
I'm sure they make insect proof. I don't know if they make repellent, you know?
Like, within the plastic or polyester or whatever of the music or the...
Just binds DEET to the plastic?
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. Plastic off gases. Why not?
Just off-gassing DEET while you're walking around?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it, right?
Isn't DEET bad for you?
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, yeah. But well, who cares? Isn't that a net? Isn't that none your business? I don't know why I said that.
This does sound like Crash Bash. 119. New record. I'm not.
There is a bug repellent that works really well, but you can't have it near cats because it like gets them horribly ill.
Yeah, I'm not doubting the benefits of DEET. I'm just more thinking, you know, it shouldn't be touching your skin all day, every day.
I'm not saying you would be like. This is closed for the specifics of like being out in like Hell Zone, Alaska, or like
sure,
Canada.
But you know that's not going to be how people wear it. They'd be like, "Oh, those are clean."
I guess most people would wear nets, but there are some areas of like up north and even some elsewhere where it's just like black clouds of mosquitoes.
Yeah,
that will just come at you.
You know what I thought the other day? You ever
What's
look and see like all the gnats in the sunlight?
Yeah.
How many times do you think you've walked through that and not realized it because the sunlight wasn't on you? You know what I mean?
I usually could see them. Like little swarmies.
Yeah, I usually can, but sometimes if the sun's not like in a good spot, like it's a little hard to see them sometimes, you know?
Kind of feel them.
Yeah, that I would guess.
Your senses like kick in and you just notice them. Presence of the bugs. Because gnats, they don't really have like a mosquito buzz sound.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just more thinking of like, you could easily walk through it and not really realize that they're there, you know?
How would you walk through the cloud of gnats without knowing they're there?
I mean, I'm not saying like a fucking super dense cloud, but you know, it's like 10 or 15 floating around. It wouldn't be hard to walk through their area and not realize it.
If I walked through 10 or 15 gnats, I'd probably have like 2 of them up my nose by then.
Well, sounds like a skill issue.
I gotta breathe, man. Gotta breathe. Very important. Look, my cats can notice a single gnat. I like to think I can notice 10 gnats. All right.
Good snack.
There's always those memes about you eat, you know.
Oh yeah, 100 spiders a year.
Yeah, 100 spiders a year, and it's like, well, Is it really lost the plot when you have like MMOs that you can pay for a boost to your character level?
I think so.
Like, what's the point?
That's fucking RuneScape 3. It's not a boost, sorry. You buy a roll on a wheel that might contain large amounts of experience.
No, this is straight up. You could pay. I'm not even kidding. It's $60 and you could just have a level 80 WoW character.
Yeah, that's kind of BS. You know what? The only reason... What's the max level?
80.
It is 80? The only reason I could see that is for somebody who's maybe like us, who has a bunch of kids and just wants to play, you know, like raid or whatever, and doesn't want to do all the questing and all the grind.
The leveling's so like minimized anyway in WoW that like
I've never played, so
you can get there. You can get there. I mean, that's the thing. Like WoW's lost the plot for me because it's no longer an RPG. To me, it's a more of a it's a kind of a collect-a-thon with play styles. Like when WoW started, there was like each class had a very unique niche that had to be like filled, and like it couldn't do everything.
Yeah.
And that was at the cost of a little bit of quality of life, mind you. But that's what forced you to be a part of a community.
Yeah.
Like if I play a warrior class, I have to accept that my play style isn't going to have me shooting lightning bolts or you know, whatever, right? And playing, like a lot of people started playing WoW, they picked warrior and they're like, this is the most boring thing in the world. Well, it's because that's the class starting out. If you picked any other class, you might be better. Like rogue, right? You can stealth and you can, like, you have access to poisons, a whole different like crafting realm that nobody else can do, right? And you can make poisons. Nobody else can apply poisons. And then on top of it, you have the innate ability to lockpick. Nobody else can lockpick. There are other ways to open locks. Like if you were a blacksmith, you could create keys to open locks, but rogues were the only ones that could just do it innately. Right?
Okay.
And that's what that WoW, that's where WoW up to Wrath of the Lich King was like that every niche was like there. If you played a mage, you could create portals, and people would pay you to create portals for you to quickly teleport to someplace. Whereas warlocks, they had the ability to create summoning portals. So you could go to somewhere as a warlock and then summon your team with 2 other players and summon people into areas directly. The 2 different ideas, right? Yeah. One's a direct portal versus one is take you somewhere. Each had different utility. So when people wanted to do like a big dungeon, but they didn't want to like go through a whole area of fighting enemies, they could just have a warlock and 2 rogues sneak into an area and then summon people. And that's how they like did the city raids,
Gotcha.
where they would like go into a major city of a different faction, and they would just summon a whole party of people. It's like that's the type of like MMO gameplay, or it's kind of like immersive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That group immersiveness, and that stuff just doesn't exist anymore. And I'm trying to figure out like why. Because at the end of the day, nothing I explained really is the leveling thing. Like, it has everything to do with like player choice and limitations and character identity. And now in WoW, it's like you have like most classes can do damage, right? But then some classes can do all three: heal, tank, whatever. But everybody can now fly anywhere. Anybody can like...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's all been watered down.
Oh, I didn't realize I could only use that once. Okay.
I was shilled a RuneScape video today on YouTube.
Yeah.
About this guy trying to get 3rd age armor.
Yep, I know which one you're talking about. So,
and I didn't realize the drop rate stuff in that game is so botched.
Yeah. Oh, it's rough. Yeah. You watch all video?
Not all of it. I just kind of skimmed through it, man.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you have to do a 1 in something chance to get a clue scroll, to get a 1 in something chance to get a higher tier clue scroll, to get a 1 in something chance of rolling the table that has a 1 in 6 million billion chance of rolling the item you want.
Is that just a way for you to get gear that's just generally no longer accessible through normal means?
That's the only way to get some of that gear.
Is that
that's why it costs so much money?
Was that originally? Hear me out. Was that always the only way you could get that gear?
Yes.
Or was that?
Nope.
Okay, it was just always that way.
Always that way, correct.
Kind of fucked up.
It is. There's no way to buy those items with real money. I mean, all right. Real world trading is what they call it, is banned in RuneScape, and they're really enforcing that. So you can't trade real world money for an account or for gold or a name on the account. You can buy what's called a bond from Jagex, the people who make the game. And you can either activate that for, I think it's a week of membership, or you can sell it in-game for money. So you kind of can use real-world money through their approved method.
WoW was the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, this wasn't a thing until later. But, yeah, so they have WoW token.
Yeah.
And that is like, has a pegged value, where it will fluctuate from time to time. So, like, at any given point, a WoW token can be like 270,000 gold. And that you can either use that to pay for a month of game time, or you could do the opposite and translate that to the gold value.
That's what it is in RuneScape. But the reason I bring that up is because, in theory, you could spend real-world money for that, the bonds, sell those, and then buy items in the game, which might make it more likely for you to get the clue scroll, which you can solve.
A 3rd age armor from somebody.
You could. You'd probably have to spend $4,000 or so, $5,000 to do it legally, though. Legally in the context of the game.
No shit,
well,
really.
Sure. I mean, I can do some quick math for you. So, let's pull not my dashboard. I want to pull open an empty tab. If I go to prices of RuneScape stuff, there we go. With 3rd age. Oops, I gotta spell it right. You search for 3rd age item. No.
I think it's
3RD.
3RD. Yeah.
So 3rd age pickaxe is usually the most expensive one. So the buy now price is 2.1 billion gold.
What the fuck?
Yep. And then so let's do this. Let's go back to prices and let's do a bond. A bond sells for no, that's bones. Old school bond. sells for 14, almost 15 million. So if we do
It's like, yeah, wow.
the calculator here, right? And we do this number. Invalid input. Was it too big? Okay, divided by, and we take this number. We get 144.5. So do 145, and then
Times the bond value.
the bond cost, which we can look and see how much that cost live, because I don't remember. Does it tell me somewhere? I don't want to sign in. Just tell me how much it costs for a bond. What the fuck? All right, we'll find a different way. It's like $8 or something. $6.99 each. So do times 6.99, and there's tax and shit. So all right, $1,000. All right, I was a little bit off, but still, you're paying over $1,000, assuming again that you selling that many of them. It probably won't. It doesn't cause the price in game to go down because that's all market value. That's what people are willing to pay.
Right.
So if you saturate, you may end up having to buy more. And it's literally like it's just like not completely cosmetic, but there's no point to having it. Like,
Does any of this gear, this third age stuff, is it just for show?
I mean, I believe it's analogous to the best. In this case, the pickaxe. I think it's analogous to the best pickaxe you can have in the game, but like it's not. It's just for show, yeah. I mean, let's do.
So big dick swinging, this third age stuff.
Yeah. If I open this, let's see if it tells me the stats on these. Oops. Plus 38. Yeah, it literally has the same combat stats as the best weapon in the game, the best pickaxe in the game. It might I don't think it gives you a boost to mining. Same mining speed and special attack as the drag. Yeah, so it's literally just a skin for
just a skin.
the best pickaxe, but it costs. And there could be an issue with this. I think there might be. So there's a thing. There's a thing in game called the max cash stack, where you can have a maximum amount of gold because of the way they store money in the game. You can convert gold into platinum coins, which are worth more, but you can hit a max cap on those. The third age pickaxe might be above max cash stack. Let's see. $13 billion. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's hitting max cash. So that all that math was wrong. Because if it's hitting up to 13 bill, I can do 13 billion divided by how much did we say a bond was? 14
million. Yeah.
Divided by 14 million, and then times 699. Yeah. Okay, that's $6,500. I was definitely a lot closer than 1,000. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. All right, so you're paying $6,500. It's literally a full 32-bit integer. Yeah. It just they can't store money anymore. So like, if you want to do a trade to somebody, you can't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like it becomes weird to be able to even sell some of this stuff because you can't list it on the Grand Exchange. You have to like figure out how to like trade.
How do you feel about like in MMOs, like where content has changed so much where someone might have an item and somehow it's still tradable, and that item is literally not produced anymore in the game, and there's no other way to get it.
Yeah, so that happened in RuneScape when I was playing it when I was younger. That became RuneScape 3. So there are items in RuneScape 3 that you cannot get anymore that are extremely, extremely rare, to the point where, like, you know, this number that we're talking about, $6,000, is probably not even a drop in the bucket. I have one or two, like, babiest of rare items, which aren't worth like anything that would get me a lot of in-game money. But yeah, so there used to be, I mean, there still is party hats, but party hats in the old RuneScape used to be super expensive because you only get them via Christmas crackers, and they stopped like doing that. Or there used to be a toy boat, and they stopped doing that. And what's funny is old school RuneScape has all this, but they have mechanisms that you just go get one for free or buy one for like a coin. Any of the limited time items that they do, they make sure like a Christmas events. Whenever you do an event, you get all the previous events. So like you can't really get locked out of an item for too long if you don't have it. So like if I wanted last year's Christmas items and I didn't have any at this year's Christmas, I could just get them all when I complete the Christmas event. So they've tried to be very careful with old school now and that to not have that happen again.
Look at the rarest WoW items.
Wait, you looking them up? I don't know any WoW items to look up. You're gonna look them up?
No, I'm looking at looking at it now. There was a mount that you could get in original WoW, and it was a troll mount. It's the Ivory Raptor. So it was just a white raptor you could ride around. And that was only around for you to get for like a few months before they updated the models, and you couldn't get the Ivory Raptor anymore. So accounts that had that mount, super rare. That's like another one. WoW had a TCG where if you got a certain card, you could get like certain mounts. Those mounts are pretty rare, but they've always kind of like added a way back in for you to kind of get that mount. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is a mount in the game that only certain people can get once per server.
Oh, weird.
Where if you have a fresh server, and this was during Classic, mind you, where there's a raid called Encourage, and to unlock the whole thing required like a massive server effort, like millions of resources to like do that, and then on top of that, you had to go through get a 40-man raid to do like the necessary requirements to create a mallet, and only one person could hold the mallet, and then I think within a period of 5 days, you could hit the gong to open the gates to Encourage. And if you did that, you were given the Black Karaji War Tank mount, which is a cool bug mount. And there's no other mount like that in the game at the time. Nothing looked like it at all. Completely unique. And you would also get a title on top of it. And so it's kind of like that stuff is like dedicated for people that like had a group going, planned it out,
and rushed it as soon as the server opened.
Yeah, well, not just as a server open, you had to wait for the content patch to hit for you to start doing the effort. And when it originally happened, like when it originally came out, it wasn't like figured out yet. You know what I mean? Then now, when WoW Classic came out, everybody knew what to do. So when it happened, it was all like coordinated, hyper meta effort. You know what I mean? It's like it ruins the fun of it. X45 Heartbreaker, formerly known as the Big Love Rocket, is a mount that has an extremely rare drop rate from the Valentine's Day in-game event. It has 1 in 3,333 chance of dropping. I don't think that's the rarest item. There's some straight up like gray items, like trash items that are like just non-existent. What do you think is the most absolute? Barring mounts at TFC places, handful of vanilla era recipes and quest items or blues that got removed in Cataclysm. Another thing was, this is kind of interesting history of how like expansions work. So when WoW Classic came out, it had various content patches. In fact, for a while, there was an area where that Encourage raid occurred for like majority of the time when WoW started, up until they started patching it. That whole area was actually unfinished. You could walk there and it was just like completely barren.
That's funny. That's like what we was talking about last with the sailing stuff with RuneScape, where like you can get to areas you weren't supposed to.
And there was like one quest you could do there, and then like nothing. It was like just nothing there, and then they slowly started like adding stuff to the area. But there's an area for a little portion of the early game where it was like these giant, massive obelisks completely covering the area in a giant maze-like thing, and it looked really neat. But they eventually updated it, and they kind of walled off getting to that area, but they never updated the mini-map, so you could still see the obelisk map data, but they weren't on the map literally. So that was kind of funny. But technically the real final raid of the pre-expansion World of Warcraft, like so before its first expansion, which is called Burning Crusade, they had Encourage, and AQ was broadly like endgame content, and then like a few patches before that, they were like, we're gonna release Naxxramas. Naxxramas is kind of huge for Warcraft fans because it leads into like stuff with the Lich King, which is all from like Warcraft 3. Like it's big lore shit, you know, big baddies. So they released Naxxramas, and I think Naxxramas, the raid, was only out for like 3 or 4 months before they're like, oh, by the way, the Burning Crusade's coming out. And so like the amount of people that could like gear up and actually complete, and actually get the gear from this was not a lot. And then when Burning Crusade came out, I think they just like people just moved on and didn't really do Naxxramas. And eventually, I think they just straight up removed Naxxramas, or the original Naxxramas. Yeah.
That's weird.
And then when Wrath of the Lich King came out, they brought Naxxramas back for, and a lot of the original bosses were like updated for, but it was a completely different area. But it wasn't, you didn't get the same gear drops. Like it was like, you didn't ever, like they still had the same look, kind of. It was called Tier 3 sets. But by that point, that would have been Tier 5 or 6.
Weird.
5, 6, or 7. So people who had original pieces of Tier 3, that stuff is super fucking rare. Because you had to, you had to have been raiding and gear.
You had to be positioned perfectly, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the type, again, that's the type of stuff I kind of, it's weird that I'm trying to like say I like gatekeeped content, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I mean, it's a cool concept, but
you just had to be there, you know what I mean? Like, if there's an equivalent, you know, like, but yeah, that's my thing with, like, I have an unobtainable item on my WoW account. It makes my WoW account worth like $6,000. I have a BlizzCon mount that you cannot get anymore. Absolutely no way. But it's funny because you'll still see people selling keys of the original like World of Warcraft Collector's Edition for like $400. Like how does that even work? Like,
I don't know.
Why are you still finding? The game came out 21 years ago. That's fucking crazy. When did RuneScape originally come out?
I want to say like 98, 96.
Okay. Still going
strong. I was in middle school when RuneScape 2 in quotes, which is old school.
I was playing Neopets probably at that time. No shot.
It was released on Steam in October 2020. Is that what you're asking, Zot?
Yeah, that's the exact. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so modern day RuneScape. Hang on a second. Sorry, RuneScape Classic was 2001, which then became RuneScape 2 in 2004, and then became RuneScape 3 in 2013.
Okay.
It's fucking that's where my first account is on RuneScape 3, which is called RuneScape or RuneScape 3. I call it RuneScape 3, but people will be like, "It's RuneScape." You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's all three of them are named RuneScape. Let's.
Blastom says there was a tabard you could get from a quest around the Dark Portal in TBC pre-patch. When classic rolled around, I rushed to a Blood Elf to high enough level to get it. I barely slept for weeks trying to get that to the target level before the pre-patch event ended. Wait, pre-patch for Burning Crusade, but you could play as a Blood Elf? Could you play as a Blood Elf in pre-patch TBC? I don't remember that.
Half of these letters are gibberish to me.
TBC stands for Burning Crusade.
I got that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It means nothing. It means nothing to me besides, okay, that was an expansion.
You could roll a Blood Elf in the classics pre-patch, but in vanilla WoW, I don't remember you being able to play a Blood Elf until expansion came out. They're changing the lore.
Rewriting history.
When WoW Classic came out, people were like big on no changes. And I'm like, no
quality
changes.
of life has a you know what I mean?
You know what's funny? It's the flip side now, and everyone's like, give us Classic Plus.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Because
so
everyone
you want
realized,
changes.
oh, it's cool, but nostalgia only lasts a couple of hours until you're like, oh man.
It's a solved game, you know? Like everybody knows where. And when you realize is when you play WoW Classic, oh, this game was like not complete when it originally came out. Not even barring the expansions, there were ideas that they just never finished.
Sure.
And
I mean, a project that big, I would expect that to be the case, no?
right. And the thing is, what people are realizing, what the oldies are really enjoying out of WoW was like the kind of non-world-ending lore and the more cozy stuff, like the more. Like people have nostalgia for the starting areas now, you know what I mean? Like the Golden Shire and Elwyn Forest and all this stuff. But like, I kind of have that too, but for me, it's like they just need to bring RPG back to MMOs. They really need to do that. Like, let there be lore. I'm playing on one private server, which I won't talk about too much because TOS, but
in terms of service of the server?
In terms of service of Twitch.
Oh.
You can't play a private server on
Oh,
Twitch.
can you not? Oh, I didn't know that.
It's fucking stupid, but whatever. Yeah, there's a WoW private server that's like literally doing classes plus correctly.
I didn't realize you can't play on a modded server.
You can't advertise it. It's
well, I guess advertisement. We're not really advertising. We're talking about it.
You're promoting piracy, basically. Similar to like ROMs and stuff.
I guess. Is it not? I guess it's against the terms of service of WoW then?
I mean, WoW is literally suing a large private sewer under RICO right now.
All right.
And because this server was like straight up advertising on YouTube. They had like ads for it on YouTube. And so what the fuck are you doing? And it was, admittedly, pretty good server because it was doing what people are really asking for. Is they want WoW. They want that original like nostalgia packaged properly, but with new stuff added in, changed up. They want more different. They want differences in classes. They want more lore, like areas, and expand on those areas. Don't like keep things core, but add new flavor. And this other server I'm on, it's the original classes, but they added it so like enemies you kill will have a chance to drop like actual things that they're holding.
Yeah.
The thing I was talking about earlier, where they're actually they drop gear related to them. So if you kill like a spellcaster, they'll have a chance to drop spellcaster gear, which is not a thing in WoW, mind you. Like normal enemies, they'll just drop like whatever is off their loot table. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The same as RuneScape.
But then they'll also have like in the world space items you can pick up that are lore friendly and they're usable. And they're scaled to your level. Again, something that Classic WoW probably just didn't have because they didn't have the framework necessary to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that if I had my choice of like an MMO to play with like a group or like the Discord server, it'd be something like WoW, but not WoW. Something with classes and the ability for us to do like group events and raids and stuff, but not. I don't want to have people pay a monthly fee for give money to Blizzard anymore.
I mean,
did you fix your mic? Yep, I fixed my mic by crushing my phone in half and then converting it into a fully fledged PC. It's crazy. I did it all at once.
we can do some RuneScape for what do you call it? Rating. But you gotta level up before we could do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the classic WoW itemization was a train wreck. Well, that's what made it fun last time. In a way, like there's some stuff in that game was so busted, and but it gives it an RPG feel. Like, not everybody needs to have like. I hate the concept of games that just give you stat sticks. I like games that give you gear that have like honest to God like differential benefit. It has nothing to do with like more damage or whatever. Like functional benefit. And you can't really do that in a game where you have like literally billions of different gear items and stuff. It's just not. It doesn't work like that.
It's not how you're supposed to do this level, but. Good.
But at the same time, like I wish there was like a way. Sounds like you need to take the rose-colored specs off a little bit, but man, if there were MMOs that allowed you to like, and I know Final Fantasy gets thrown around a lot. I think my biggest problem with Final Fantasy is how different it is.
It's gone fridge. I mean, I have told people I would pretend to know how to raid if we wanted to. Thing is, the buy-in is you gotta grind levels to get the level up. You know what I mean? Like, it's not hard to do, but it just takes time.
At the same time, I would say let's just do a game that doesn't even require that. We could just do the costume show that is City of Heroes, and that's completely free. We all just hang out in City of Heroes and talk shit. Completely free.
Nothing about
private
City of
server.
Heroes.
It is a game.
Yeah, all right. I do know something about it.
Yeah, it is. I don't know how to describe it. It's like It's like an anti-MMO in a way, because it doesn't like have. It doesn't focus on like gearing and all that stuff. It's all about like enhancing your abilities, but half the time it's just a giant like costume show. I don't know. It's a weird one. That City Heroes. I played a lot of it too. You're just trying to get like a strike, or like what's the goal with this?
So that there's a big green bar in the center that sends you backwards if you touch it. And so I gotta either jump over it or squeak past it.
There's I've been watching some WoW YouTuber who like created like self-imposed challenges, and that's been some of the more interesting ways I've seen people handle MMOs. And I think that's another thing
that's making a big renaissance on RuneScape as well.
Yeah.
Region locked characters.
Yeah. He's doing something very similar to that, where he's stuck to a zone until he makes enough gold to buy a WoW token, and then he can go to the next area. It's called like Gold Bound, and it's like he created like completely systemic, itemized ways to like run the auction house to and he's not allowed to use any items outside of that zone and all this stuff. So he's like he's max level, but he's got like level 5 gear on. It's great.
There's a pretty famous one in the RuneScape community where he locks himself to this swamp area and only lives in this one area of the game, and you know, he had to do one quest to get there, so that was the one thing that he was allowed to do. And then he's there the whole time, and his goal was to beat the giant raid at the end of that world, and then they ended up doing it. He had people gear with him in similar items so that it was fair, you know what I mean, to do the raid.
Yeah, I've heard about the Pandaren player where someone reached max level without choosing. Yeah, he just crafted and gathered items the whole time. He just gathered like low-level items because you get XP from like minimal XP from like gathering copper or whatever. I mean, that's those things where it's like maybe they should have a little achievo for it. Like,
God, how many hours did that take though?
Well, I think it took him. I don't know if it took him like all of the Pandaren, or even I think it might have been after the Pandaren expansion.
Fuck.
I wouldn't mind doing a challenge where I could only use gear that I crafted. And actually, that's one of those systems, like crafting in MMOs is something that I think is always done kind of poorly.
There's been discussion of a new smithing rework in RuneScape, so yeah. The issue is you need level like 96, 98 or something to make like mid-tier armor in the game. Because
I always felt it with the most. Yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say all the good stuff came out after crafting, so like you can make rune plate body, but there's like 6 billion different things that are better than that at this point that you can't craft, so it's like useless.
If you have a crafting system and you have a general loot system, I think that with good effort and focus towards crafting, you should be able to make parity items with what is lootable per level. That's just my feeling on it. At the same time, in WoW, you have this issue where like the amount of multi-boxers that play and just like hyper skip to every resource node makes crafting almost impossible for people. You'll see like four shamans just like in wolf form bounding to one node to the next node to the next node. It's really kind of sad, and it's like I knew WoW was kind of dead to me when they got rid of GMs. Like they got rid of like actual people on the server that you could like talk to and resolve game issues. And then when I went on a WoW private server, they had actual GMs that you could talk to. I'm like, oh wow, this is a magical experiment. It's great.
They kind of have what they call player moderators, which is just kind of like maybe a step above an actual mod in RuneScape, but they don't really have much power besides like temporarily muting people, you know. And I guess they've been having you to report stuff up too, but
yeah.
Fucking hell. But like the bots that people run in RuneScape, even just advertisement bots that like post stuff in the general chat in like highly populated areas, are so advanced that they can detect when one of those players enters the area and just log out before they can even be seen, which is crazy.
When I found out that there were people like, especially in the WoW Gold area, it's like there's like straight up like mafia activity when it comes to like gold selling and stuff.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Our guy was literally getting like threatened with his life for like going out of his way to kill gold farmers in the game.
Don't doubt
like
it.
We know where you live type of shit. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, there's been cases of people during some of the RuneScape like events having their IP said to them during the event and then DDoSed, or like their family threatened and stuff like that.
Well, like when you have a game where people have a way to make a black market and real money out of it, you just know it's just ripe for problems. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's like Counter-Strike fucking loot boxing stuff has caused issues. It's like anytime you introduce like real money, it's so. But it's like, oh, and it's like, well, now I kind of understand why they introduced WoW token, but then WoW token really didn't resolve the gold selling issue.
No.
It didn't really do anything when you think about it, because it's like, okay, people can now keep the money insular, but if the rates of gold acquisition are cheaper than the cost of the WoW subscription or the WoW token, nothing's changed.
Yeah. Fucking hell, I keep hitting that stupid thing.
At the same time, later into my WoW career, when I figured out how to like run the auction house, that was a level of like dopamine hit that is hard to describe, and it's just like staring at graphs the whole time. WoW token exists as a gold thing. I understand that, but it's like I believe they introduced that as a way to combat people spending money outside of Blizzard's coffers when they bought gold. Right? Even though there's probably cheaper ways to get gold through not so legal means. But it didn't change the fact that, like, when they introduced WoW Classic, you have people still gold selling because people want to get their money quicker and blah, 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 blah. It didn't change anything from the black market's perspective, really. And gold selling becomes raid gear selling. DKP! I never played EverQuest, so I never, like, EverQuest kind of like set the standard for a lot of that stuff. I think the DKP system was a solution to a problem with how loot dropped in raids.
Fucking hell.
I think that was more of a fault of the shit loot drops that occurred in raids. People were accustomed to like killing a major boss and it only dropping like 5 or 6 items, 5 or 6 purple items. It's like, wait, well, hold on, that took 40 people to kill.
Yeah. All the
Why are
raids
you
in...
Yeah. Why are you needing on these plate shoulders? You're a priest. Doesn't matter, I had the DKP. It's like, what? Fuck?
All the
Doesn't see
raids
him
on
on the
RuneScape have individual chances to roll drop tables, so it's no like, it's not like shared loot. I mean, a lot of times what you'll do is you'll agree beforehand that if someone makes a certain amount or whatever, it'll split, but that's, you're kind of trusting the people in your raid to do that with you, you know?
I don't know what the right way to do it is. I think for gearing, I honestly think it should be a participation trophy sort of situation, where you get currency or something that anybody gets some benefit from it. I know it sounds kind of like quality of life out of the hell of it, but that's what they eventually did. You get like gear tokens, or you get like a heroic currency or whatever. But then like stuff like a mount drop off of a boss, yeah, have that be like low % drop and people have to roll for it. That's something that's not like, it's not like you need it. It doesn't progress your character in any way. And that's the thing, as WoW got older and like content became like more trivial, I found it when I was like in, I think it was like either Wrath or later, I would go back to like old raids that used to take like 40 people to beat, but since your character's scaled so powerfully now, you can just go in there and like 2-hit bosses, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And you go in and try to like farm, and it became a whole thing. People would just farm on these old raids to get the special loot drops that only had like a 1% chance of dropping.
Yeah, when you can do it so quick.
Well, there's one route I took. There was a undead horse mount that I really wanted. It was in Stratholme, which is one of my favorite raids in the game. It's like an undead like medieval zombie infection raid that you gotta do, and there's 2 different sides to it. It had really neat structure. Yeah, so getting the horse off of a specific boss is called Rivendell's Charger or whatever. It was like always fun to do. And then there in Burning Crusade, there was a dungeon boss that dropped this really cool like raptor bird, like blue raptor bird. It's one of my favorite mounts in the game. Go do that. But then there's like some of the drop rates are actually insane. Like there was a 40-man raid that dropped a phoenix basically that you could get. And it's the last boss that drops it. And I think that had like a 0.5% chance of dropping. Maybe lower, maybe 0.2. Yeah, Raven Lord. I don't think I ever got the Phoenix. It was like, I'm too tired. I'm tired, boss. Ashes of War was 25 man. Yeah, that's right. They stopped doing 40s. I don't know. Was there any good mount that dropped off of Black Temple? I don't think there was.
No mounts in RuneScape. There's pets, but no mounts.
But that's what WoW is. That's all WoW is mounts now. It's just mounts and like I saw some character dressed up like Sailor fucking Moon, and I was like, what is this? And it's like, oh, it was a transmog. It's all mounts and transmog gear. Like make your character look whatever. Tempest Keep nearly broke my guild. 10 odd people refused to log in for a month until we decided to skip to Black Temple. I think the raid... There was a raid fight in Burning Crusade. What was it? It caused a lot of drama. It's the giant ogre in the mountains in Burning Crusade. What the fuck was his name? And at that point, I was playing a Groll, yeah. Groll.
Dave
It wasn't
Grohl?
even like that. Groll? Groll was easy, I know, but like we had guys in our guild that were just like massive stoners, and they just could not stay out of the shit. It's one of those things that just stay out of the stuff. And I was like always the one, they were like getting mad at me because I saw like the failure coming from a mile away, and I would always just vanish. And they're like, why are you still alive? You were pulling, it's like, I'm a rogue.
Yeah.
I stab, and that's it.
I'm out of
It's
here
like-
when shit gets tough, dude.
When I start seeing the main tank go down, I go, oh, well, shit's fucked. And then someone threw around the term, well, you could rogue tank for a little bit. It's like, you're not gonna get a battle res. The rogue tanking was a thing, not so much in Burning Crusade, but you could rogue tank for a little bit. Not like a whole fight, but you could technically rogue tank. Rogues had a buff they could pop called evasion, which basically made your dodge chance like super high. And I think mages as well could also technically do some tanking. Off spec ass tank it, yeah. And that's the thing. It's like it's one of those things where it's like you want to play with your friends, but when you realize your friends aren't very good at like doing mechanics. Kind of like one of those things that causes unnecessary drama. Most classes have a panic button that makes them hard to kill for a few seconds. That's the thing, though. That's the problem with the classes. Not every class needs an oh shit button. Not everyone. I will say this: there is an expansion in WoW that is my favorite. It's called Legion, and it's actually kind of a later expansion. But again, the reason I like that is because it was so lore friendly, and it made you give a shit about your character class and decisions. And it was kind of like a top piece. It was kind of like the Burning Crusade 2. So BFA was mid. Bofa, you mean?
Bofa?
Battle for Azeroth sucked ass.
Bofa D's nuts, more like.
Bofa D's nuts, and then it was Battle for Azeroth, and then Shadowlands was a fucking nightmare. And then it was Dragonlands. Never played that one. And now it's War Within, and now, like, they announced the next 3 expansions all at once. It was insane. They would never do that back in the day. But yeah, Legion, they're doing kind of like it's called Legion Remix in retail, where you can like go back and play good WoW at an accelerated rate and get gear and stuff. Like they have this whole system where you can like go back in time in retail WoW and go play the content that was actually good.
Interesting.
It's very strange. It's like it's such an odd way to run a game that's been going on this long.
You guys remember when the game was good? Good play. Fuck.
I mean, it's a good way for them to handle content that doesn't get a lot of love, but like, it's kind of crazy that game early on had the concept of dead mall about it in certain areas. That's something I never really liked about WoW, was like going to certain areas, like major capital cities, and just no one being there.
Yeah, RuneScape kind of has that problem too, in my opinion. And the thing is they made a way to trade, like a trading post kind of thing, Grand Exchange, and there's no reason to like trade people anymore. You know what I mean? There is, because there's like a shop fee or whatever, but there's not really a reason to. So all the places where people hung out to just trade and like BS just dried up. In fact, there's teleports to some of these places that you go there and there's nobody there. You're like,
I always felt if you're gonna have these kind of brand locations, you should have like weekly or monthly reasons for people to go there. Like the concept of travel in MMOs is kind of its own beast, right? But like, I don't consider it travel. I consider it congregation.
sure.
Every expansion in WoW that came out, they eventually just made a new hub for people to be at for the main quest line stuff.
Yeah.
But no one was at their home cities for any reason. But it's like, that's because you gave this hub all the same things that the major city had.
Yeah.
I totally understand what y'all say. I'm discussing MMOs right now, especially with Gear, because he has a different perspective. Is because, well, I would never have the gumption to ever get into the concept of MMO creation. I think there's a desire for like MMOs again, but people don't realize it. Like people are saying MMOs are dying. I think they're not presented in the right format for the current age of gaming. They're always going on this like live service model, and I'm like, that can exist. But you're already seeing these friend slot games coming out, you know, where people want to play with their friends. Obviously, it's in the short term, but why can't that retranslate to a more mass style of gameplay? Like, we need to bring friend slot back we need to put friend slot in MMOs, is what I'm saying. Dalaran was a city in Wrath. I like Dalaran because you could go into the sewers and you could fish out a pet rat. That was I like Dalaran. MMO slop.
I had a chance and I fucking blew it. And I ended up like, what? 90, 98? 96? Fuck, I needed 100. God damn it.
Dalaran was a big floating mage city and then eventually got blowed up. So there's that. There's also a giant sword that hit the world of World of Warcraft and is embedded in the area where I was talking about earlier, and they like ignored that sword for like 4 or 5 expansions. It's just there.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. They had to rehire the WoW guy, Chris Metzen. Did it ever do anything? I think it relates sorta to the next few expansions. I don't fucking know, to be quite honest with you. They lost a plot. Everybody's a world savior in WoW now. Everybody's the hero. But they're adding housing to the game, and it's like, wow, that should have been added, I don't know, a decade ago. Did we lose our legendary weapons trying to neutralize that damn sword? I think we lost, like, the pendant, the world pendant. Who cares? It's just the gimmick. Now replace this legendary weapon with this fucking uncommon green item, you bitch. Oh, the Legion weapons? I don't know what the lore reason for us dropping those things. Legion weapons were the best thing they ever added to the game. And that's the other thing, too. It's like, WoW never got away from killing boars. They never got away from killing 6 or 7 boars. Or getting 6 or 7 boar hearts. Like, it added some neat, like, mechanic-style quests, but they never really added RPG-level quests, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then how do you do that? How do you invoke player choice and effect in an MMO setting? Yeah, boars that don't have 100% chance of dropping boar eyes or boar spleens. It's like, where are all these spleens of these boars?
Well, if you kill them wrong, you destroy it.
Yeah, okay.
You stabbed him right through the spleen the last 3 times you killed one.
This spleen is unusable. I don't know how you make a game the scope of an MMO that has, like, Baldur's Gate 3 or, like, Divinity level quests, you know?
You're killing them with holy magic, yeah, but the spleen is where all the dark evil is stored in the lore.
that's where you keep your bad
So,
humors.
It explodes.
Some other stuff too, where so like you could pick a race in the game, right? And that race is only available to be a certain level of classes. So early on in the game, it more or less made sense why a giant cow person wouldn't be a rogue, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Doesn't really make sense. But now everybody can be a rogue. But why? It doesn't make sense for a giant cow person to be a rogue. But at the same time, they actually showed you character race and class combinations in the game that still haven't, like, from NPCs, but still hasn't occurred in reality for you to play. Since like the beginning of the game, there's been evidence of undead paladins, which I like the idea of an undead paladin. It kind of is antithetical, but they've already proven that there's undead paladins, and you actually see them walking around in certain areas in the game, but you can't play an undead paladin. Doesn't make sense. When do we get blood elf druids? There are undead priests. I know, it doesn't make sense. Why couldn't you be an undead paladin? The light hurts. And I'd argue that, one, blood elves were a cop-out for them to put a pretty, like, race into the horde side. I'm not kidding. Like, it was...
There's not enough boobs on this side.
There's not enough hot characters. I'm not kidding. I think that was their excuse. Their excuse was, we don't have any hotties, in the Horde side, it would have made much more lore sense to put the High Elves or the Blood Elves on. Listen, the Horde needed some Tagoon sometimes as well. But at the same time, there's like, this is another thing that bothered me. So in the game, there's enemies called Murlocs.
Okay.
And they make funny noises. They go, and they're like water. They're watery fish people.
Okay.
They have a shit ton of lore to them. And in Warcraft 3, like the RTS, they've been proven to actually be like intelligent enough to like almost kill like a whole race of trolls, right? And they speak. In World of Warcraft, none of that happens. That's like, and Murlocs, I think, at large have the highest kill rate of any like general enemy unit in World of Warcraft, at least up through Classic, because they would just kill you in packs. It's actually kind of scary. Yeah, they chain aggro. Yeah, they're nuts. But again, they have, in the game now, they have like 5 different dwarf races for you to play. All different reskins of dwarfs, but you can't play as a Murloc. You could play as a dragon person, but they didn't take the time to make it so you could see the gear properly on your dragon person. Because your dragon person can swap in and out between human form. You can see your gear on the human form, but you can't see it on your dragon form all the time. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
What's 96 backwards?
96.
Oh, not doing good bowling today.
Bowl better. I don't think they would ever add playable mermaids, Blast Dome. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
How would you if they have to be in water?
Well, they don't have to be in water. It's just they don't have legs.
They would dry up
slither
if they're not
around.
in water.
They slither around. They're like more like snake people. Have you played Skate yet? I need to check it out. I hear they remove some of the like injury features from, I don't know. I've only reading what people have been complaining about, I'll be honest with you, but you gotta stray away from that stuff. You gotta make your own opinions. Alright, I think I've got enough gumption to put on pants.
Put your pants on, yeah.
Put your pants on! Put your detective pants on!
Put your deep pants on.
My deep pants. I have half a mind to like create a kit of protecting grid rope string thing. To actually like start sectoring out my digs and like digging every signal. I remember when the Chinese version of WoW came out, they removed like a lot of references to skulls in the game, and it's like, how the fuck are you gonna do that? There's so many skulls and like undead things that are not kosher and like Chinese culture or whatever. And like I saw some like footage of the Chinese WoW client, like all the undead had all like their disfigurement removed. They just looked like pale dudes. Chinese Marrogar. Yeah, Marrogar is like the giant bone boss. Oh, weird. Oh, that's so weird. It's just a guy.
Yeah, skulls and death are kind of taboo in China.
Yeah,
Especially that
skulls are
many
taboo. It's not so much skulls specifically, it's more the disfigurement of the human. Like in death. It's kind of like a whole package. But there's full-on sets of armor that are just like big old skulls on your shoulder.
Yeah, but they're not human skulls.
Hard to tell these days.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think skeletons are disrespectful to the dead. That's what's in them. I mean, I'm not here to judge cultural standards here, but like, I don't think Halloween is like.
But get it together.
Having a skeleton is embarrassing. I mean, kind of is.
Having your skeleton visible.
Bones within you? How fucking embarrassing! If you're having a bad day, remember your skeleton's smiling for you.
I don't think a skeleton can smile.
Can't not.
I think a smile requires lips.
No, it's just grin. Grinning.
No, because you expose your
Stop
teeth
sucking
and
at
jaws.
bullet. How about that?
But I don't think the actual teeth and jaw itself makes you smile.
I think I do. Seeing all those console prices increasing.
Yeah. And the controller to Ernie. Ernie would just eat the wire. Maybe if he ate the wire, it would like glitch out and actually bowl properly. Oh, that's Bert. I was gonna say, Ernie, I mean to call you. Oh, come here, Bert.
Alright, Gary, I'm gonna hang up on you.
All right, have fun.
Alright, bye. Bye, chat. Bye.
Now I only have you guys to talk to? Yeah, great. I gotta make up things to say now. You see the static and it's probably the green screen being green screen. Let me see if I can fucking get the gold in this level, and then I'll be done. I'll send you over to Zah when he goes live. Fuck off. Come on. Spare. Fuck. That's the one I need to do good on. No. Why did it just stay completely upright? 99! I needed one more pin! I literally needed one more pin! Oh, you're fucking with me, dude. Oh, I gotta go cry, Bert. Bert, buddy, I'm gonna cry. Let me use your fur as tear, with the tissue to wipe my tears. Why is Chad being so mean to me when I'm losing? All good. Sorry. Trying not to whiff important shots. You know what? I hadn't thought of that. It wasn't my mom, it was my cousin. Normally we go to see an air show every year, and the air show is this weekend, and I just like, I'm prepping for something on Monday, and a couple other things that I'm doing is like, oh, I don't know if I'll really have the time to go. I don't know. I gotta think about it, but it's this weekend, so I can't think about it for too long. I do like going. I do like taking the pictures of the airplanes and all that, but it also ends up being a whole day event thing, and the cats, of course, need to be fed. What are you doing, Bert? Oh, they changed the camera view. Wait, you're getting all tangled in the wire. Hang on. I don't know what I did to change that. But that makes things so much easier to line up. Wait, I wish I had known about that earlier. What did I do to line that up? Change that view. And then I whiff it. All right, I still got it. 104, good enough. All right, that was the demo. I would like to check out Super 100 pin, but I guess that's not available in the demo. All right, interesting demo. I like how I just ignored the power-ups for the most part and just went regular bowling. But yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. Zaz's probably not live yet, right? Because he's, buddy, you got to go travel to the site. Carrion is live. What do you think, Bert? I don't know. I could play something else, but I also am tired. You can raid someone who's offline, but there's no incentive for people to actually stay, you know what I mean? No, it's not his backyard. Oh. Can you do 8 players? What happens? Let me get my gold here too. I still did it with 8 players, so this might be all right. It's gonna suck. I'll try and get gold everywhere first. Bert, you cannot do that if I'm playing games. Please keep your hands off the controller. If you saw the picture of Bert, where was that Ernie? No, it was Bert in my lap with his head in my hand yesterday. He's like doing the same thing on my wrist today. I can't like show you without lifting him up, and he's definitely gonna move if I wake up. If I wake up if I move him. No. Ernie mood layer in OBS. What is that supposed to mean? Except I don't know. He's like the weirdest fucking cat. His head is on my wrist, and his weight is on my wrist, but then his back feet are pushing into my leg to stick his ass up in the air. But he's like sleeping. Strike. He's trying to get my attention. Yeah, he's doing all right. Of course, I'd whiff the last fucking ball here. Sleep yoga. Yeah. Oh, all right, only one more. Wait, what is this? Did I do? Oh, did I do replay? Oops. Why are you whiffing balls? That's a good one. All right, Chad, and we're back here. Nope, already failed. His fucking head digging into my wrist is killing me. I don't get how this is comfortable at all for you, Bert. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Oh, he adjusted. It's now not digging into my wrist anymore. The headphone cable's hitting him in the ear, though. What was that? 2 pins? I'm moving my wrist to try and move the headphone cable away from his head. And he's like, his head's like limp. I don't know if he's awake and doing it on purpose or if he's sleeping and his head's just fucking flapping everywhere. But like, he's still moving. He's still alive. His ear's still flipping around. His tail's still moving. I'm not gonna win. Oh, come on, dude. Ernie, what are you doing, baby? Bert, what are you doing, buddy? Well, you can't. I need my hand to play, Ernie. Bert. Come here. Come here. I'll put you, cradle you up like this. There you go, buddy. There you go. Look at that. Look how nice you are. No, no, you don't like that. Nope, nope. That's not useful for me. That made me lose, buddy. Oh, come on. My nose is itchy, but I got a fucking cat on my lap. Is this even possible to do? Lay down, Ernie. Bert. Lay down, buddy. I can't hold you like that. My wrist is dying. Oh, you're shitting me, dude. He's kind of like watching now. All right, I don't think this is gonna happen. All right, get down, Bert. You're done. Good. Goodbye. I guess I will throw you to Zot's channel, sure, even though he's not there. All right. The raid is open for you to go raid Zot. Hopefully you guys have a good night. If we end up doing Night Rain or something later, I might be back. If not, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Like I said, I have a little bit of a busy weekend, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, hopefully you guys have a good one, and maybe I'll see you again this weekend. Bye.